Well, let's see. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad that you're all here. It is 4:15 Eastern Time on Wednesday, December 23rd, and my name's Ken Countess. As you can see on the banner here, I want to say welcome and thanks so much for being here. Go ahead and use the comment or chat box depending on where you're viewing, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Let me know you're here and let me know where you're joining me from. It's always great to know when people are here and where they're joining from. So I'm just going to give it a few seconds just to make sure that people who are trying to log in do actually do it. We all know that sometimes tech doesn't work the way we'd like it to, and it takes a little bit longer sometimes to get things working. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about social media. I'm going to talk about a way for you to get some success out of your social media advertising. We all know that social media is something we all need to do. We're not entirely sure what to do oftentimes. This is what I do for a living, so I can definitely help you. And by the way, this is not a sales pitch. I am not going to try to sell you on anything. What I do want to do is I want to make sure that you get the tools you need in order to be successful, because it's, otherwise it's a waste of time and money if you're doing something and it's just not happening for you. The last thing I want you to do is to try using something and not have it work. So once again, make sure you use the comments or chat box and let me know you're here. If you're watching on YouTube, the YouTube comments will be able to show up tomorrow, not today, but nonetheless, I will respond to all the comments, whether I see them on Facebook or if I see them on YouTube or anywhere else. So if you are ready, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is a simple recipe for social media advertising success. Listen, as a small business, you may have heard that you need to be on social media to grow your business. Yeah, it's true. But the thought of how to get started and what channels to be on and how to engage with people and get results that grow your business, sometimes they simply can be overwhelming. And I know as a small business, you just don't have a lot of time or the resources to help you get started with and keep up with social media. So let me give you a couple of fast facts. One of the benefits of social media is that you can truly influence your audience. 37% of consumers' purchasing decisions are actually influenced or inspired by their friends' social media posts. Something that's really going to help you spread the word about your business. And another benefit to social media is that people want to show support for the causes that they believe in. 84% choose to share information in order to help spread the word for a cause. Now, these stats right here are just a couple of the reasons why you should be using social media if you're not already. And so over the next few minutes or so, we're only going to be live for about 15 minutes. I'm going to touch base on how you can get started without spending a lot of time and feeling overwhelmed. Sound like a plan? Okay, so normally I would be doing about an hour-long webinar, but that's not what this is. This is a quick Facebook Live. I know your time is precious. We're doing this just ahead of the holidays. You don't have a lot of time. I know that. You may be wrapping gifts or cooking that holiday meal. Hopefully you're socially distancing. But if this were the hour-long workshop, I'd be going through the differences in the social networks. I would help you put together a 15-minute social media plan. But we're going to focus totally this time around on getting started with social media advertising. Hey, social media really has changed a lot. And I want to mention that there are some recent trends and changes in the social world. In a recent study, it was found that about a third of millennials have permanently deleted their social media accounts. That may be surprising to you, but these changes may be due to recent privacy issues as well as negative feelings towards social media use. We've heard them all, right? We've heard that social channels are selling our data, that when we go online, our data is being collected and used against us. Or, the companies that do this are saying, well, it really helps us to target the advertising. But when you're online, you are giving up some amount of privacy. So for those reasons, once again, about a third of millennials are giving up on social media. But you do now, for lots of reasons, you need to add paid ads to your social media strategy. Why? Let's use Facebook as an example. We're live on Facebook now, but that doesn't mean that a lot of people are going to see this now. And Facebook will only keep it in the archive, if you will, for a short amount of time. And if you have noticed that in the past, when you posted on Facebook in particular, and certainly on the other channels too, you're not getting the same kind of visibility that you were getting before. Why? Because Facebook's algorithms now are deprioritizing the organic or unpaid listings. So where you might have 5 years ago gotten 200 views on a post, today you might get half a dozen. Why is that? It's because Facebook is a public company, and they're not in business just because they want to help everybody out. They're there to make money. And so the way they make money is by making us now, after having had a free ride for about 10 years, now we have to pay for ads. Now we have to pay to get our businesses seen online. There are some rare exceptions, of course, there always are. But by and large, you need to use paid ads. Now, the good news is that social ads are cost effective. I'm not saying you have to have a huge budget, because you don't. But for some of the most searched terms on Google, advertising can run $50 a click. That's typically for attorneys, by the way. The average cost per click on Facebook ads is about $1.72, which makes it so much more affordable. Now, social ads can be hard to understand, especially if you're just starting your journey with social media. And one of the easiest ways to create a social ad is to use a lead ads tool within an email program, believe it or not, one like Constant Contact. And if you know me, and you probably do because you're watching this by way of an invitation, they have a Facebook and Instagram ads tool. And these tools simplify the process and sync your leads into your Constant Contact account. Now, this is really beneficial in today's world because you own your email list and you can communicate with them on a more personal level there. And hey, by the way, if you are not using Constant Contact, you should. And here's a link I just put down in the banner down below, where if you don't have an account, you can sign up for one totally free, no credit card needed. It's completely freetrial.com. And by the way, if you already have an account or you had one in the past and you go and use that URL, completely freetrial.com, and it says, hey, you've already got an account, use a different email address. Use a different email address. That'll give you the new free trial. And if you contact me, then I'll be able to get you a discount on a paid account. All right, pretty cool. All right, so listen, no matter what tool you're using, it's really beneficial in today's world because you own your email list and you can communicate with them on a more personal level there. And this allows you to easily target them with email messages to entice them to purchase your products or services or become a member of your organization if you're a nonprofit. Lead ads are just one type of ad you can create, but depending on your goal, Depending on your goal, you could get them to follow your page or take an action to purchase your product. You have a lot of options when it comes to creating ads and growing your business or your nonprofit. So let's take a quick high-level look at how social ads work. Your target audience can be one of the most important parts of creating a successful ad. If you're targeting too broad of an audience, the chances of success are slim of getting them to sign up or take action. So you need to start by narrowing down your custom audience. While it would be nice if we could gain 100,000 leads or email subscribers, you got to think realistically in order to target the right people who are much more likely to take action. You don't want to waste your time or money. When you're in my workshops, I'll often say you don't want to spray and pray. You want to get really specific about your target audience. Most of the social channels are going to allow you to create a custom audience in order to target people based on demographics, behaviors, location, interests, and other forms of targeting. You also want to include and exclude people based on characteristics. So one common scenario I hear is that someone wants to grow their email list or get new customers within a certain radius of their location. And this is why social ads are so great. They really allow you to get really specific with your targeting in order to accomplish something like that. One example is that Facebook will show you a gauge with your audience size. It'll tell you if your audience details are too specific or if they're too broad. You want to make sure your ad will display to enough of the right people in order to get them to convert or to sign up. And think about the characteristics of your current prospects or your customers. What are their interests? What are their job titles? And so on. And some of you may find it beneficial to use a lookalike audience as well. A custom audience is the starting point, but if you're a business or organization that isn't relying on as much on geographic locations, you might need some additional data to make sure that you're targeting the right people. And that's where you can add another layer of targeting with lookalike audiences. A lookalike audience allows you to identify common qualities of people who are already in your target base. And then you can create a social platform that will create a list of users that you'll target in order to resemble your existing customers or email subscribers. That increases the chances of them taking action. And in many cases, you'll have to have a list of several hundred contacts in order to create a lookalike audience for your ad targeting. For Facebook and Instagram, you'll have to have at least 300 to create your lookalike audience. A lookalike audience that takes custom audience information and enhances your efforts. Now, targeted ads on Facebook can be segmented by any of these different characteristics: custom audiences, or location, or gender, or interests, or languages, or education, or their relationship status. Are they married or single? Their ethnicity. What generation are they in? Politics. What do they think? Behaviors and connections. These help further divide your targeted users into very specific groups, allowing you to get that much more creative when determining who to reach out to and for what purpose. Now, the next step, you need to think about the design and the information that your ad will show in order to catch your audience's attention. You don't have much time, so you've got to design an ad that really gets them engaged, makes them want to learn more. I want to note that all social platforms look a little bit different, but a couple of things you need to think about for the design of your ads, they're pretty similar. In your ad text, a short amount of text to tell your story and win over your audience. Make sure you focus on the benefits of your product or service or programs and relate this information back to your specific audience. Your Facebook ad copy should answer 3 simple questions. What's your product? How does it help? And how can they get it? And you could do that in a very short ad. A Facebook ad is an investment, and it's actually a very big investment. But less is more. So you can have a big investment without a lot of words, get some creativity in there, and match your Facebook ad copy to your imagery. It's advertising 101. In the case of a social media lead ad, you want to start engaging your audience and keep them engaged once they fill out a form. Now here's one from Lyft that says, get a ride in as little as 4 minutes. Short and to the point. The graphic tells it all too, right? Jump in the car, get where you need to be in a short amount of time. Have a call to action. People know how Facebook ads work. They know that if they click it, it'll take them to a different destination. So here's an example of an ad that has a call to action. In this case, it's subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and you go to a different page. And lastly, check this out. You can then engage your leads, people who have found you on Facebook or whatever platform you're using for your ads. Once they become leads of yours, then you can engage them with email automation. Stay in touch with them on a regular cadence. And then when you get results from that campaign, you can continue to follow up and it'll help you make more money. Hey, my name's Ken Countess. I'm a 40-year marketing veteran in my 20th year helping businesses of all sizes grow. Before this, I was a marketing executive at 3 Fortune 100 companies. You probably recognize the names CVS and Motorola and Marriott. But for 40 years, I've been helping businesses just like yours gain a unique advantage over competition. With targeted marketing, specific messaging, we help you get to the people you're trying to reach. My company is the Countess Group. What we do is we help you gain a unique advantage over your competition. Hey, are you ready to take your business to the next level? Hey, thanks for the like up there. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, take action. I know that I've given you a lot of information thus far in a very short amount of time. Get on my calendar, go on our website. It's thecountessgroup.com. And you see that purple button in the middle of the page there? That's to schedule time with me. Schedule a free 15-minute consultation. Let's talk more about how we can get you results that you're looking for, okay? And also, if you're not already on my mailing list, you can join it by either going on our website, there's a button there, or use this URL, bit.ly/join the list. Put dashes in between. Or you can call or text me at the number you see at the bottom of the screen. We're all over social media. You found us on social media today. So whether it's Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or Twitter or any of them, check us out. I hope you'll connect with me there. Contact me anytime. You've got a phone number that you can also text right on your screen, and email. That works too, right? I'm an email marketing guy. You've known me for a long time. If you've known me at all, you know that I'm very big on email. It's the oldest kind of social media, and it works better today than ever before. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Let me just take a quick look in the live comments box. Don't see anything there yet, but if you're watching this on a replay, or you may or may not know that I'll be speaking, but it doesn't show up in the Facebook feed for about 40 seconds afterward. So whenever you have a chance, if you'd like to like or comment or share this event, please go ahead and do so. I'd be honored if you shared it with people that you know. And in the meantime, until we speak next, I wish you a very, very happy holiday season. And I look forward to having you attend another one of our events in the near future. Bye for now. Happy holidays, everybody.